Good afternoon, everybody. Or those of you that have caught me very early, this is another one of those unscheduled little streams that I do from time to time. I'm trying to do this one over a lunch break, and we're going to be heading off into the daily races. Yeah, I'm heading off into the daily races. It's been an interesting ride this week in the daily races, I have to say. And last night was probably the tip of the iceberg. I don't think it can get any worse than last night, if I'm honest. And I'm jumping into the daily races during the day just to see if we can get a half decent race or two in. For those of you that were watching the stream last night, you'll know what I'm talking about. For those of you who weren't, pop along to the last race of the night and you will see the most incredibly crazy race that you're ever likely to see. At the start was pandemonium, and it just got worse and worse and worse from there. It was insane. But there we go. Let me just switch over to the main window here. We're going to head across to Deep Forest Raceway. I'm going to select that car. The entry period starts in 30 seconds, so that was quite useful. Good timing. So it's 2:15. I've got until around about 3:30. I actually started a tad earlier today, so I have got a little bit more time, but work got in the way. So I'm gonna do maybe 2 races possibly, so long as work doesn't nothing urgent comes up at work. I've cleared everything, but I should have an hour till 3:15, taking my lunch break. A little bit of a late lunch break, and I'm going to get into this one and see how we do. I'm going to be pretty quiet on the chat. The chat is running. I can see it blinking away at the moment. So Uncle Ali, welcome. Thank you for the like. I can see Igor is in P2. Steve as well has just jumped in. So welcome to you guys. But I am going to try and concentrate because it's been a nightmare. These daily races, Vince, hello, have been an absolute nightmare for me. My DR, for those of you that are interested, because I know some people are, has absolutely tanked. We were 2 pixels from A at one point, and during this week, it has crashed big time. Do I care about that? Not really. I'm not that fussed. What I'm more interested in is trying to get some reasonably decent races. Colin to Tom, good evening. Now, because I'm doing this over lunch break, I've got my TV speakers on rather than the headphone speakers. So if you're getting a lot of noise, double noise from the game, please let me know in the chat and I will put on the headphones and stop the noise from the television coming through. I'm just not quite sure how much of the TV noise is going to come through onto the on the stream. We'll just turn it down just a tad. Ooh, while I'm doing that, I'm going to be peeking to there. We've got 13 minutes or so just to get ourselves settled in. Had a few tips from one of the PSR members on some things I need to watch for. One is covering the inside lines a little bit more, especially into the first corner. I went wide because I was worried about people just piling in and hitting people, and that got me into trouble. So what I've got to try and do, if at all possible, is to watch that radar and get myself over into that first corner. And likewise with the hairpin at the end, I either need to go wide and cut in to get the switcheroo on the car that's gone up the inside, or take the inside line just to cover it off. So with me, that one scares the living daylights out of me, because is the car that is behind me, is he going to dive bomb in there and push me off and up to the back, or is he going to work out and I'm going to cover it off? It's just so difficult to know. So difficult to know. All part of learning how to play this game. And yesterday I did get arms out. We were pushing the guy that was, I got pushed heavily 2 or 3 times. And I thought, okay, let's just get into this. Let's just get our arms out, elbows out even, get into it and just give as good as we get. Really interesting to see that somebody then picked up on that in the chat. And I appreciate for those of you that came to my defense. I haven't actually read through that yet. I've not had a time this morning. I will do and see what was said. But just caught the barrier through there. But it seems to be, as a streamer, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. You just try and race respectfully. It's like being on the motorway. Somebody said to me, it's like being on the motorway. You know, if you leave a 2-second gap to the car in front, so you've got a nice gap on the motorway, somebody's going to put their car in and you end up going backwards. It's a little bit like that with me. If I try and race respectfully and do the right thing, then at this level I seem to just be going backwards. Although I have been reminded that if I cover my line better and do not leave the door open for people to put it up the inside, then that will stop. So I am taking on board the fact that I am creating my own problem by not being a clean racer. Now I'm not on about, there's a difference between respect and clean. Let me just restart that one. Do a retry. Yeah, there's a difference. I was being reminded. Roger, good evening or good afternoon, even good afternoon. Yeah, and I'll put my indicator on. They're all wrong. There's a subtle difference between being a clean racer and a respectful racer. A respectful racer is somebody that won't punt everybody off everywhere, and if you do have a hit by accident, you're going to give the place back, apologise and stuff like that. I think that's respectful. Clean is where you can race really well with somebody without touching them. You're hitting your apexes. You know, you're basically a model racer, and I am very much aware that I'm not that good. Therefore, am I a clean racer? No, I don't think I am. And I think you've pretty much got to get into the A pluses to get into really clean races. I think in the lower ranks, the racing is a lot cleaner. Once you get up into the Bs and the As, I think you get a lot of wannabes and people that are desperate to get their DRs up. And I think the mix, I've said this before, my belief now is that the mix of trying to get your DR up and trying to race cleanly doesn't really follow. That's my take. So, from today, I'm going to just try and be as clean as I can. I'm going to try and be respectful on track and everything we do. And I'm going to try and do better. I'm going to try and continue to learn. Do I like the daily races? At the moment, not particularly. Am I going to ditch them? No. One, because you guys like watching an average B rank racer trying to do better, trying to race cleanly and respectfully, and that's important for the stream. And secondly, it's a challenge for me. I don't like walking away from things. If I'm struggling, I'll try and apply, I'll try and learn, I'll try to get better. Or I'm not going to get better if I do that. And with that, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to get into this one. So can I just get a double thumbs up in the chat if the audio and visual's okay? I'm a bit concerned that having the sound on the TV, you might be hearing it double. If you are, I will put my headphones on, but I'm hoping I don't need to. Oh, there's a big My Advice come up there. I'm going to need to read of that whilst we're going down the range straight. Oh, too deep. My advice isn't to fight fire with fire, but to stamp your authority down and make a statement, to be firm and fair as the race will allow. I totally agree, and that is, I had a few hours in the car this morning, and that is my takeaway from me thinking about things. I'm going to try and race cleaner. fairer, because that's what I am. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to race. It's almost a bit, I think it might be a bit naive, but I want to try and lead by example. My role model is the guy I'm following. I love the way that Rory approaches his races. I love the way that he streams. I love the way that he doesn't get phased by anything. He doesn't, you know, he's unflappable, and I want to be the same. So I'm taking my lead from Rory at the moment. And that's part of the reason why I'm following him now. I can see Eris on the back of it, and I'm thinking, that's what I want to do. That's how I want to race. That's who I want to be. I'm not going to get 200,000 subscribers and go full time and all that malarkey. I want to stream and be like Rory. There you go. There you go. There you go. I've got to find the fine line, as it's saying. The fine line between not rolling over, but also not getting drawn into the silliness. Oh. That last corner I need to work on. And I didn't get drawn into the silliness last night. I got drawn into one heck of a battle with the guy that was being a bit ridiculous. And once or twice we did bang doors, and once or twice he was sideways across the front of me. But it was hard fighting on track. I don't want to lose my head. Right, let's go. 4 minutes. Double take on the accelerator there. We did manage a 272 yesterday. I'm not quite sure how. But for the moment, rather than trying to get super quick times, I'm trying to work on the track limits, because track limits have been killing my race. Mainly this one down here. This one here, this corner, is my difficult one. I'm trying to get onto the power earlier, but now I'm trying to get onto the power with the car at the wrong attitude. I have been told that I need to get the car rotated, then get on the power. And I need to get on the power when I can see the exit of the curb, or the exit curb, not when I'm on the actual and facing the wall, because getting the power on there is not going to help me at all. Right, concentrate. Hard on the brakes. Down in a second, pick up the accelerator. Up the fourth. Leave it in fourth through here, a lift. Straighten up, brake into third. Down into second. I might be going down to second a little bit too early for that one. I didn't quite understand yesterday what I was being told. And I got the wrong curb, but I think I've just realised when somebody said I was changing down too soon, where I was changing down too soon. I think I've just nailed it. I think I've just realised it's just before you go through that corner. All a learning curve. All a journey of exploration. Somebody once said to me, if you go around the track doing the same thing every single time, you'll never get quicker. What you've got to do is pick a corner and just try and get it better and better and better each time. And when you've nailed that one corner and you've got it as fast as you can possibly get it, then go on to another one. Don't try and do all the corners at the same time. Too deep. Oh, that's my braking point there. It's got 1 minute before this race starts. That's the corner where I think I need to hold third gear a little bit longer. Assuming I'm understanding correctly. And this is the one I'm working on. Brake, down to the edge, turn in, pop a little bit of grass there, and on the power. So you seem to have to brake into almost the end of the curb, then get it rotated around, and then on the power. This one all the way down here, then turn, and then on the power. I might still be over. So just need to watch those penalties. Really need to watch the penalties. That's one of the main things. So let's see how things go. Not seeing any people that I recognise in here. I also haven't looked to see the difference in the cars following the 1.55 update. I can see there's a Veyron in here, but mostly Huracan still. I think Huracan is still the car. There is a an Alpha. The Alpha's pretty quick around here. I was following that with some of the guys the other day. I deliberately didn't look at the ranking sheets because I was a bit worried that I might have to change the car. Gee, Dad, outside to inside on the first turn, mate. Try to clamp it down on the curb a little tighter. You're just turning a bit wide on it. Okay. Hi, Roger. Got that. Here we go. We're going to start braking, guys. Oh, got a bump already. I know I've overshot. Oh, bother. trying to concentrate on covering the inside line through there. Just got it all wrong. Completely missed my braking point. Driving in traffic still an issue for me. All about chucking it off the track. Well, I could have just run into the back of the guy, but that's not what I'm about. I did try and just let it run off the track so I didn't take him out. Now we want to really go for it. It's quality time. Without overdoing it, Mitch. I'm not sure I've got that right going through there in third. The G-Dad, I'm still not sure I've understood you through there. When you were saying hold on to third a little bit more. Sure I get that. Really good corner here. Losing time. Not quick enough around here. Need to study the replays for those years through there. But clearly not got that right. That corner's getting better. I'm getting happier with that one. Not 100%, getting happier. Still 3 seconds off though. Unbelievable pit. Saw the yellow flag and it took my attention there. Don't see anybody off the track. If there's any chance of getting a toe off this car in front, he doesn't pit. He's in. I'm going to go tyres. Tyres. Yeah, G-Dad, I want to watch Rory a bit more. I thought I got it, and as soon as I jump in the car, it like, my head empties. It's like, okay, I need to do that, that, and that, and that. Okay, got it. But I think what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to think about all of the corners, rather than doing what I said a moment ago, which was pick a corner. Just pick one corner, concentrate on it. So I'm going to check Rory's replay after I finish this live stream, just to see how he's doing this bit through here. I know he's right over on the little sausagey bits, but it's where he changes down through there and where he changes through here. That's the one I've been working on a lot. Really was working on that because I was getting track limit after track limit after track limit through there. Starting to feel that one, and then it's this one and the squiggly bit I've got to work on. And I guess that first corner. Unfortunately, those guys that were pitting have got in and out before we got there. I think we're going to be in for a last place here. We'll see what we can do. I nearly went wide. Don't look at the car in front, look at the track, Mitchell. Can't believe I'm racing this hard for last place. Big old hit into there. He looked to be out wide, the bay romp. Putting them under pressure. No, I got that angle wrong. Oh, you silly idiot. Hello, John. Whoa. Well, those lap times beat volumes. Consistent, but not consistent enough. No, consistent, but not fast enough. What was we? 134, 134, 134, 134, 134, all the way through there. Not enough. Not nearly enough. And we will have taken another hit on the DR. I know you guys like to know what's happening with the DR. I really don't. But there we go. Yeah, so another hit on the DR. So if we're not a low B by the end of this week, I will be super surprised. But there we go. Let me just do a quick check on my email. Sorry for leaning forwards. Yeah, we're all good at the moment. I'm still on lunch break anyway, so we're all good. Well, I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference with the update graphic, update physics. This car seems to be handling exactly the same as it did yesterday. We need to be doing low 133s or quicker 134s. As nice as it is to see that consistency, not fast enough. I think I need to go back to my gear changes that I'm used to through there until I can really analyze it, which I think is what most people are doing anyway. 4 minutes. Should be taking a breather now. I can imagine the people that's Joe, take a breather. Rest. But at least this is giving all of you guys a break from all of the 1.5 update videos that are out there, or the 1.55 updates. Yeah, what's new in 1.55? Well, there's some new cars, there's some changes to the physics, there's some changes for the controller users, there's some new weekly events, World Circuit race tracks, 3 of them, some changes to the DR, somehow, not interested. But out on track, it feels exactly as it did yesterday. No difference. No difference whatsoever. No changes to the penalty system. Nothing in my mind that's going to stop all the dirty driving. But for me, 1.55 signals a reset in my brain. Just takes you inside there a little bit more than me. It's a reset of my brain. I'm going to race like I did just then now. If carnage is raining around me, if people are going to be chucking up the inside and bumping me and stuff like that, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to do my own thing and race. And I'm going to race as cleanly as I can, and of course respectfully. Subtle difference between clean and respect. But I think that those overtakes I did just a minute ago were clean, tidy, clinical. If they weren't, can somebody please shout out and educate me? Likewise, if I ever do anything that is not respectful or dirty, shout it out. In the lobbies now, I've got the guys behind me where because I'm streaming the lobbies and not really concentrating as much as I am normally in the dailies, I've got them flashing their lights at me to say, "Oh, make sure you just cut me off or put me in the barrier or whatever." Right, let's think about this one now. We're braking at the beginning of the curb, hard on the brakes, look for the apex. He just cuts it. Oh, I did open the steering wheel again. Why did I do that? Why didn't I just hold the steering, hold the brakes, hold the steering wheel? Believe the car is going to rotate. 125. I get around or get to that corner again one more time. Oh great, now I get a good run through that first corner on a one that's not going to count. I'll goose that up anyway, you probably heard. Lost traction on the front there. Not quick anyway this lap. So, brake at the beginning of the curb. Watch the apex. Put a wheel on the inside of the apex. Oh, and then don't get that corner. Don't get that corner. Just a reminder. We're starting 7th in this one. Mickey I've raced with this week. Barkson I think I've raced with. I'm not sure about anybody else. Right, let's see what happens. Let's see what we can do this time. Oh, got hit again. Oh, goodness sake. I got smacked up the backside, ran into the guy in the front. He then takes offence and rams me off the track. It's nothing to do with me. Come on, G-Dab, what am I supposed to have done there? You want me to take the inside line through there and get in the thick of it? Every single time I do that, I get rammed. I'm not arguing, I'm just putting that question out there. Everybody's gone quiet. Everybody's like, how on earth do we comment to Mitch on that one? What is he supposed to do? Hang my gloves up. That's what I'm supposed to do. Mr. Hogg, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support, my friend. Unfortunately, you've joined me with yet another daily race where it's all gone wrong for me. We're back into recovery mode yet again. Let's see what we can get from this. In some respects, I'm looking forward to being down in the C rank races again. Or at least the low Bs. We might get back to having some decent races again. You're a BS. Good on you, my friend. I'm not going to be a B for a lot longer. In the first 3 days of this week, I've gone from being a right at the top of the B down to mid B. I know I should have covered that off, but I could see him coming in there like a battering ram. I've also seen the damage on the back of his car now and thinking, well, maybe we'll stay out of his way. And I have raced with Wave before this week. I know he's quick and I know he's pretty robust. Robust by that I mean fair. But he will make the pass. I'm hoping he's going to help me to get up to the front with the others. So I'm going to suspect as well that he's racing out of position. possibly caught up in some of the shenanigans as well. Forgive me, I can't watch the chat at the moment. I seriously need to think about what we're doing. I knew he was going to go for the inside. He always goes down the inside. Better try and come underneath him. Might manage it. Don't want to tag him. Wait, let's have those two up front. Go on, my friend. I don't want to hit you. Let's have them. In. Oh, I'd love a podium at the moment. That would really boost my confidence a lot if I could get a podium right now. Right, let's leave those two to fight. Mr. Hog Shiny Hunter. He says, concentrate fella. I am. Only got G29, but good for starters. Slowly getting used to it. G29, my friend, is a good wheel. Good wheel. I see he's got a dash to get his kid from the school, so drive carefully or walk carefully, whatever you're doing. Next podium, unlikely. But G29, good wheel. Had mine for a long time. Long time before I traded up. Oh, nearly slid into the back of wave there. He did get the undercut on me, but I am going to have the slightly better tyres towards the end of the race. Let's see if we can work together. Whoa, I got it wrong, badly wrong. Let's not think about strategy right now and tactics. gather this up. Get the tyres warmed up. Oh, Nutty Nugget took out my mate. He just took Wave out massively. Guy I've been working with all the way through this one. Oh! Don't you try that, Sonny Jim. I can read the little note there about taking a wider line into the first corner. That is how I used to take this, but my coach has told me to take a tighter line and cover the inside. Also, when I've been watching the faster guys, they're all taking a tighter line into there. I'm trying to do the same. I hear what you're saying. We're still trying to recover from the very beginning of this race. If we can get a 9th, I will be so pleased after all of that. That, I think, is a mature drive. Let's just see if we can keep it. One lap to go. Could get 8, it would be great. I think that place is a little bit too far away. We'll push for it. If I can consolidate 9th, I'll be happy. What could have happened if it wasn't for that bump at the very beginning? I got smacked in the back, pushed me into the guy in front. I think he then thought I'd bumped him into the corner. He gave me a wallop mid-corner, put me around. And from then on, again, we were just trying to catch. Aguero, I appreciate your comment about taking the wider line. I'm experimenting, trying to get different lines on some of the corners, but yeah, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. How am I fixed? Bear with me a second. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Where are we? How long till the next one? 6 minutes. That will take me up to my allotted lunch break. Let's give this one last go. I apologise for leaning forward. I have got a laptop stand coming, and hopefully I'll have that a little bit closer to me, and I'll be peering over my glasses and stuff. Wow. Yeah, Aguero, you'll notice I'm going to load up Rory Alexander's ghost here, the one I've been chasing, but also Greg, Dark Avenger. I've been chasing his ghost as well. Both of those guys take a very shallow run into that corner in the quali, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to read the race a little bit more into that corner. So where is the guy onto the guy behind me going? Where's the guy in front going? Do I follow? Do I try and undercut? Do I try and go around the outside? Is the guy behind me the sort that's going to really go barreling in there at 100 miles an hour and hope everybody gets out of his way, in which case I try and stay out of their way? Or is it somebody that has traditionally gone a bit wide during a race and maybe I can, you know, go up the inside? So trying to learn to read the race a little bit more for that particular corner. But you saw there, Rory swung across slowly into that corner. I was pleased that I didn't get as many penalties in that last one, which was encouraging. Somebody called me the penalty king yesterday, or the king of penalties, or something along those lines. It's like, I do not want that reputation, I do not want that nickname. So I am going to definitely try much harder when it comes to track limits. Should be taking a rest, but I am trying to learn from Rory on all of these. Let's see what we can do when we are not in traffic. So he brakes right at the beginning of that curve and then just drifts it across into second, gets a bit of rotation, and then powers out. Powers out of there just a little bit before me. I caught the wall, which I think might be a penalty, I'm not quite sure. Break, I think. This one, brake, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake all the way to the apex. I can actually, if I do that, I think I can brake a tad later, just a gnat's whisker later. Oh. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So I've got time for one more. We'll see how we go. 17 people watching. If you haven't already, please smack the like button. If you do happen to be new around here, if you wouldn't mind smacking that subscribe button as well, it will really, really help me in my journey to 3,300. I've actually got my sights on 3,333, but that's going to be a while. That'll be a good month or so away, I have no doubt, before that happens. But yeah, if you are able to help me out, that would be fantabby-dozy. And thank you to ever so much for everybody that is joined and watching at the moment. For those of you new around here, you're watching an average Gran Turismo racer trying to make his way to the A ranking. I've made it 3 times and 3 times immediately dropped out. Normally I'm a mid to high B ranked racer, although this week is killing my DR. I think if I keep going the way that I am, by the time we get to the end of the week, I'm probably going to be pushing C. I'll probably bail out before I get to that point. But even when we have a good run, we're not able to improve the DR. The DR is just minus, minus, minus all the time. Although I should get down very soon into a sweet spot where I'll be in races that I can race on this track at the same level, and hopefully then it will stabilize a little bit, and then if we get a better daily race for me next week, with any luck it will start to build back up, and I'll try pushing up towards towards the A again. We'll have to see. But there we go. Where are we in this one? We're smack in the middle of the pack. Where are we? 8th out of 16. Arguably one of the worst places to start, in my opinion. I think that's one of the worst places to start. You are right in the grief. Wave and Nutty a little bit further back. Hopefully, if I can stay out of trouble this time, I should be able to stay out of their way. I'm not quite sure who I got in the tussle with last time. I'm not going to say, but I have a funny feeling. No, I'm not going to say anything at all. All we can do is our best. This will be the last one of this stream. Hello, Captain. This will be the last one of this stream. And then I'll be back tonight, 8 o'clock on ACC, 9 o'clock with the lobby racing through to 11. And then from 11, I'm going to be hopefully back doing this for another 2 or 3 races. And just see if we could start to improve that DR at all. But more than the DR, I'm just hopeful for some good, respectful racing. That's really what I want more than anything else right now. To be able to come in here and enjoy the racing. Bog down a bit. Getting hit up the backside already. Whoa. Birdie, what are you doing? You've taken everybody out. I hope that guy on the outside of me doesn't think that was my fault. Not a lot I can do about that. I am not going to sit the whole of this race looking at Rudolph peering over a bumper at me. That's a really good little icon to put in the back of your car to really wind the person up behind you. You should think about that. It's a good tactic, I think. Oh, GT, what are you doing? Parking on the corner. Birdie pushing the way through again. we'll be careful of that. Birdie is quite happy to just chuck it up the inside and use you as a brake if you've left the door open. The moral to that story is don't leave the door open. Sorry for not chatting. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Not deliberate. Aguero, I'm having it all week. I know he did it to me earlier, but I don't want to do it back. I do not want to be that person. I'm happy for him to do it. I don't want to do that. I've had it all week long, and I'm trying to get in the mindset of not reducing myself to their level. I want to race cleanly. That is not something I'm proud of. In fact, if I wasn't pitting and he hadn't bumped me earlier on, I would have stopped and given the place back there. Not happy about that at all. And he'll think it was deliberate, but it was not deliberate at all. Now we've just got to get on with it. Now we've pitted. lap earlier than I would normally have pitted, but let's get on with this now. Make this undercut work for us. What I've got to imagine is I've got Rory in front of me and stay off the track limits. Plus I've had a million people throw it up the inside into that corner with me, and I've gone wide to avoid them, whereas some people will just continually turn in even if there's a car up the inside. I think it's just one of those corners where you take the luck of the draw. Deep into there. It's bad. Looking at the chat again. Whoa. No, don't go around. Ah. Lost the rhythm at the moment. Completely lost the rhythm. Come on, settle down, settle down, settle down, settle down, settle down. Just swing across in front of me, why don't you? Rums. Oh, it's that nutty nugget guy again. He'd go nutty. That's what happens when you cut across somebody else coming out the pits who doesn't care about clean driving. Is that what you call karma? A lot more people to pit, otherwise we are dead. I should have waited till the next lap. Don't look at the chat. Keep your mind on your driving, keep your hands on the wheel, keep your snoopy eyes on the road ahead. Keep your eyes on the driving, keep your hands on the wheel, keep your... That's a tongue twister. I can't handle that. I can't handle that. So I noticed if you turn just after the white triangle on the hairpin entry on the right approach, you take the corner much better, Mitchell. Are you on about the final corner, the one before you go down the hill and over the start-finish straight? At the end of the code, there's this little triangle bit of white. And what I've been trying to do is to run down the curb to that triangle, then turn. And then I seem to be able to pick up the apex a little bit better. I'm not sure it's quicker, but hey-ho. The DR is still dropping on that, I'm afraid. Those of you that are interested, there it is. I'm not interested. I'm not even looking. Cool. Krista Berger, afternoon Mitch, how's the Lambo after the updates? If you'd like a complete and honest opinion, I can tell no difference whatsoever. It feels exactly the same as it did yesterday. If anything, it's a tad slower, but I don't know if that's just me and just how I'm driving today. I'm not consistent enough to be able to say for sure whether it's me or the update. I don't know how other people are finding the car, following the update. There'll be plenty of people to ask. But personally, physics, not seeing a difference at all at the moment. Whether on the FR car I'll be able to trail brake a little bit more, I don't know. But for the moment, I'm not really seeing an awful lot of difference, if I'm perfectly honest. Anyway, that is me done. It's my lunch break just coming up to 4 o'clock over. I need to get back and get some more work done. I will be back here at 8 o'clock later on with the first of the ACC races. We're at Suzuka. Then I will be in the lobbies until around about 11. And then I'm hoping to get back into another one or two of these and see if we can tank that TR any further. We are quite a bit down on where we need to be, and it is dropping like a stone. But we had a few cleanish races, I would say. Still got into one or two problems, but certainly a little bit cleaner. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, please smack the like button, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye.